Welcome to Ascend and Awaken, a life of balance. In today's video, we'll explore a profound and transformative truth: the healing power of forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the most misunderstood yet powerful spiritual practices available to us. It is not about excusing harm or forgetting pain. It is about releasing ourselves from the prison of resentment, guilt, and emotional heaviness. True forgiveness is not an intellectual act. It is a spiritual opening, a gentle surrender that lifts the weight from our hearts and frees us to live more fully in the present. The weight we carry. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every day. At first you barely notice it, but over time it becomes a burden, wearing you down emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. That's what holding on to anger, regret, or betrayal does to us. Forgiveness is the act of setting that backpack down and walking forward, lighter and freer. The longer we carry it, the more it depletes our energy, our clarity, and our connection to the present moment. Releasing it is not a one-time act, it's a journey back to wholeness. The science of forgiveness. Modern neuroscience shows that forgiveness improves our physical and mental health. Letting go of resentment reduces cortisol levels, lowers blood pressure, and boosts immunity. Chronic anger and blame activate stress responses, keeping us in a cycle of emotional fatigue. Forgiveness, instead, quiets the nervous system and restores inner peace. Studies have shown it enhances empathy, deepens emotional intelligence, and even improves sleep quality. Beginning with self-forgiveness. Forgiveness begins within. Before we can forgive others, we must first look inward. What grievances are we holding against ourselves? What past choices or missteps are we still punishing ourselves for? Self-forgiveness is essential. It invites compassion into our internal world and opens the door to healing. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are a soul in the process of awakening. Say to yourself, "I forgive myself for not knowing then what I know now." Forgiveness across traditions. Nearly all spiritual traditions emphasize forgiveness as a path to liberation. Jesus taught radical forgiveness. The Buddha emphasized releasing anger to end suffering. In Sufism, Rumi spoke of melting resentment in the fire of love. In indigenous wisdom, forgiveness restores harmony between individuals and the earth. The language and rituals may differ, but the message is the same. To forgive is to be free. Reframing the hurt. One of the greatest teachings of forgiveness is to understand that people often act from pain, ignorance, or unconsciousness. As Jesus said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." This does not justify harm, but it does soften the grip of judgment. We are not excusing behavior. We are freeing ourselves from the chains of replaying it endlessly in our minds. When we reframe hurt as part of the learning, we reclaim our power, when it still hurts. So how do we forgive when the betrayal feels fresh or the memory too raw? Begin with willingness. Forgiveness doesn't need to be perfect. It starts with a small, quiet intention. I am willing to release this pain. I am willing to heal. Say it daily. Let it soften you. In time, that willingness opens into grace. Sometimes the person we need to forgive is not physically present. You can still release them in your heart. Forgiveness is energetic, not dependent on mutual agreement. Common myths that block healing. Many believe that forgiveness means you must forget or reconcile. That's not true. You can forgive and still set boundaries. You can release anger without re-entering toxic dynamics. Forgiveness is not about pretending it didn't hurt. It's about deciding that you are ready to live free from that hurt. You forgive because your peace is too precious to hold hostage. A gentle visualization. Let's end with a short guided visualization. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Picture someone you need to forgive, or perhaps it's yourself. Imagine a golden light surrounding both of you. In this light, say quietly, "I forgive you. I release you. I release myself." See the energy untangle. Feel your heart open. Breathe. And when you're ready, bring yourself gently back. If this video spoke to you, please like, comment, and subscribe to Ascend and Awaken, where we explore a life of balance, truth, and inner peace. Peace, love, and light to you on your continual spiritual journey.